I never imagined that a single summer could change everything about me, but it did. I was 22, fresh out of college, and looking forward to a quiet, predictable summer in the city. Life felt like it was on a set path, until I met them. It all started at this small, cozy cafe near my apartment. I was just doing my usual thing, nursing a caramel latte, probably scrolling on my phone, when these two women walked in, laughing like they owned the place. There was something so magnetic about them. One had this dark, wavy hair that fell over her shoulders and eyes that felt like they could see right into my soul. The other had short, platinum hair and this mischievous grin that just made the air between us spark. I had no idea then, but they were about to completely rewrite the rules of my heart. They introduced themselves as Maya and Lila. Their chemistry was just undeniable. You could see it in the playful teasing, the shared glances, the soft touches on the arm. I found myself drawn into their orbit, laughing more freely than I had in months. It was like they just pulled me right in. They invited me to join them for an evening by the river to watch the city lights dance on the water. I was hesitant at first, being the shy, quiet type, but something inside me said, go. So I did. And that night, under the golden glow of the street lamps, everything shifted. Maya held my hand, her touch so warm and intentional, while Lila brushed her fingers lightly against my arm, sending these incredible shivers down my spine. I felt desired, seen, and just so utterly alive. When they leaned in to kiss me together, it was like every single nerve in my body ignited at once. My heart was racing, my mind was spinning, but at the same time, this strange sense of belonging washed over me. It was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. I had never experienced anything like it, intimacy that was so tender, yet so electric and completely consuming. From that night on, my life just completely transformed. The days became this beautiful blur of laughter, stolen kisses in alleyways, and deep, late-night conversations that lasted until dawn. Maya's confidence and her sensuality taught me to embrace my own desires without any shame. She just had this way of making you feel so powerful in your own skin. And Lila's playful curiosity showed me that love could be an adventure, full of exploration and pure joy. She was always trying something new, pushing our boundaries in the best way. Together, they created this safe, beautiful space where I could finally discover who I really was. And it wasn't just the physical connection that drew me in, though that was incredible. It was the emotional depth they offered. It was the way they listened without judgment, the way they made me feel like I was the most important person in the world. I think I had always known deep down that I was attracted to women, but experiencing it with both of them at the same time was a complete revelation. It was like my heart expanded in ways I didn't even know were possible. I didn't know I could feel this much. Of course, it wasn't always a perfect fairy tale. Navigating a relationship with two women, a throuple, demanded so much honesty, constant communication, and a level of vulnerability I wasn't used to. There were moments of jealousy and insecurity that occasionally crept in. We had to learn how to talk about everything, even the hard stuff. But we faced every single obstacle together, always returning to the trust and the deep affection that had brought us together in the first place. Every kiss, every touch, every whispered, "I love you," from both of them was a reminder that this was real. This was our reality. By the end of that summer, I was no longer the same person who had walked into that cafe just a few weeks before. My heart had grown bolder, my desires were so much clearer, and my understanding of what love could be was more profound than I ever could have imagined. I had entered a world I never, ever expected to find myself in, a world where passion, intimacy, and connection weren't bound by rules or labels, but by mutual trust, respect, and this undeniable chemistry we all shared. Maya and Lila didn't just seduce me, they awakened me. They showed me a whole new dimension of love, one that I had only ever dreamed of before. That summer, my lesbian era began. And it wasn't just some fleeting phase or a wild summer fling. It was a celebration of who I truly am. It was the beginning of me living my most authentic life. And every time I look back on those nights filled with laughter, longing, and so much love, I just smile. I smile knowing that sometimes the most unexpected encounters, the ones you almost say no to, are the ones that can change your life forever. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe for more.